But the actual swarm of tanks here is ridiculous. Lovely kills though. T-55's going up in smoke, that's what you like to see. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 31 of my Highway 66 campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously we had a really nice battle near Strecksbach. It was a perfect battle that destroyed many of the enemy units. And today we're hopefully going to be able to get some more attacks in towards Bad Hersfeld, because Ausfeld is secured and we're going to be cleaning up these guys over the next turn or two. But breaking through on this top side towards Bad Hersfeld has kind of become the new priority. So let's see what else we have left to move on this top side. We'll start with the Panzer Battalion 153, and I think what we'll do, assuming they have some recon left, which they do, is just go as far as we can. So we'll just go right up next to them, push in as much as possible. Right, then we have the Panzer Battalion 141. Since I'm probably going to try and put some more pressure on the north side, we'll go ahead and move as far as we can in that direction. I don't know if it'd be worth me actually heading up the road here though. Let's move up a little bit further and we'll move the Siderungs there, move these guys up a little bit more so they can travel down that road in the next turn. This Panzer Battalion actually in range to help attack, so I guess we can move into position here in order to do that. And then I could bring in the Aufklärungs Battalion to back that up. And maybe we just go in for an attack here. What would that leave us at? It would be 11 versus 20. We'll be coming in from this side? Interesting. Okay. So in terms of defenders, we will be up against lots of T-55s. Mutschütz and BTR. What about these guys? Lots of T-55s again. Those ones actually have decent HGMs though, right? 3 of them do. Okay, that's not so bad. Then they will have a leader unit most likely, because I don't imagine they'll take the auxiliary recon over the leader. But the leader will provide them with loads of supply, loads of AT guns. I'm not a big fan of that. The Conkers, there's going to be loads of HGM spam. It will be a difficult battle, for sure. But it would be one worth winning, because it will basically deplete a lot of the forces that would stop us getting towards Bad Hersfeld. There's no other way for me to help this out, is there? I could maybe bring the Jaeger Battalion 57 down, actually, and push them into the battle. That would give me a little bit more men to work with for the sort of closer range engagements, especially taking out the AT guns that could be useful for. So let's swing them into battle as well, and we'll go like so. We'll lead with the Panzer Battalion 143. For tactical battle, and in we go. So it looks like they brought, yeah, basically everything I thought they would, including rocket artillery. Oh, that's not good. This could get pretty spicy. So we have 177 morale, they have 240. Let's see how we get on. We have plenty of Fuchsrasset that we're going to use in this battle to make sure that we can see what's going on. So I'll just spread these out and make sure they get into position nice and early on. We'll have one just go up on that left side. I'll throw some Leopard 1A1s up there that can just take position in the tree line and engage anything that might come towards them. The difficulty with the 1A1A1s is they only have 1,900 meter range though, so they might get outranged by some of the upgraded T-55s. We do of course have the Leopards that we can use, but my numbers of Leopards are quite limited. I guess what I could do actually, we basically replace 2 of the 1A1s with 2 A3s. And that way we have the extra fire support if we need it from the 1A1s, but I'm able to kind of secure the road at least on this left-hand side, and the recon from the Fuchsrasset should be able to give us eyes enough to do that. We're probably going to want to get leaders into Alpha and Bravo, I think. So let's make sure that we're doing that. I could throw all my Jaegers into Bravo, or sorry, Alpha into the town. But I think first things first, we get the tanks down. So we'll go for one group here that can push up, and we'll have another group also starting here that can basically be next to them, but on the right sector. So that's the plan going in. We'll have the Volksrasit there anyway, so that's okay. I'll probably bring some Aufkader with me. Let's get a couple of Aufkader that can maybe make a little bit of ground as well. Alright. Let's launch the battle. See how we get on. They will defend my left flank. When I can, I'll probably try and move them up maybe to this tree line, although sitting here and just popping down the road is fine. From now on, I'm just going to be buying in loads of Jaegers. We'll get a couple of supply vehicles in. My best supply vehicle option. It is just Unimogs. Let's use the ones from the Jaeger unit. We'll get both of those in, and then we'll bring in loads of Jaegers, have them backed up by supply, and we can attempt to push into the town with those. I'm going to continue to try and move up with my recon. One thing I might do is move the 1A1s over to the right to shoot stuff that comes in at closer range. But again, that Fuchs into cover. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure it watches that right road. Good. Is that another AT gun? It is. I kind of wish I had more ability to bring in like artillery in this one, but I can use the Panzermorsers from the Jaegers, so we'll do that. If that's the only leader, then we might just full cap this pretty quick. Good. We want to kind of get into position like so, have the leader move into that far left side, get the Aufkader ahead as well. Cut off that +2 that they're getting. Then we'll be good. Let me just get some supply here. I'm a bit worried about that rocket artillery. My poor Aufkader are going to end up right in the middle of that. It's not so bad because all of these HGMs flying in. There's a lot of tanks. I'm actually forcing my units to fall back early, which is good. Good kill there. That leopard's back up to scratch already. We'll try and get a couple Unimogs in to help defend with these ones. I am concerned about infantry in this tree line. So far so good though, we just got to be concerned about when that rocket artillery starts landing on our head again. I'll also want to make sure that my mortars are spread out preemptively, because there's a good chance that when I start using them, they're going to get hit by artillery fire. I don't know where all those units went. There was loads of units here a second ago. Let's just bring up more leopards, make sure we have good sort of security on this road. Good. And these are units that would also have to be a bit worried about being hit by rocket artillery. They already targeting them? There's no way. The aim time on that is ridiculous. But the actual swarm of tanks here is ridiculous. Lovely kills though. T-55's going up in smoke, that's what you like to see. Let's have that Jaeger fall back. I haven't really had to use these yet. We could move them up a little bit. I'll drive these over here and they can sit with this recon and then we can push up to the next tree line. I'm hoping that just some serious mortar fire there will be good. Then we'll want to make sure that they all move. Good kills. So with any luck, that mortar fire is doing a decent amount of damage to the infantry. But as you can see, they are already being counter-batteried. If that was rocket artillery, there's a good chance we might have lost one. The salvo length of mortars is quite long, and the aim time of rocket artillery is quite low, so... Good kill by the Jaeger. Oh, that one is getting very low. Don't let that die. Yeah, that Jäger might be dead. Good kill. I'm going to send 3 here, we'll send 1 more to the town. It is wild how little damage that HDGM is getting. I wonder if we can shoot the units from there. There's a lot more stuff coming in. What may be a good idea is if we kind of press up like so to cover that road ahead of us. If I can move the Avkada forwards a bit more so it doesn't get hit by stray artillery, that'd be fantastic. Good kill onto the Conkers though. Get off the SPWs for free. I'm a little concerned about enemy infantry here. I saw like the Panzerjäger and now I'm a bit worried it's gonna be a problem again. So we're getting good fire onto the road here. Let's get the Fuchs rested up so that we have the exceptional optics. Good. There's a good chance that I can kill that Pioneer Führer. I don't mind winning this battle with Conquest victory, to be honest. Because it's just one battle in a long string of battles where I just want to try and whittle down their fatigue. Oh, the retreating T-55 there, on the move, hitting their mark. Don't account for that very often. But getting side shot initially was the problem there. We'll just hit that area with a bunch of mortar fire. We're getting through a lot of those units. I think it's going to be a little bit sketchy when they start spamming these AT guns. At least all these Panzerjägers are turning up in the town and not in front of my leopards. If I can get to some of these land spawns, that would really speed things up a lot. We might even be able to kill off the rocket artillery if we do that as well. I need these Jaegers to start engaging before that Jaeger dies. Wait, what happened to my leader? Why did it die? Don't tell me it just got randomly side shot because it basically refused to hit the mark. I have been having trouble with leopards lately. And they just don't like to hit anything. Not necessarily in the campaign, but in the multiplayer. And considering like live is on a completely different patch, it's not really relevant. Let's allow those to fire. Wow, nice sound, isn't it? Ding.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Feuerunterstützung bereit. Wir sind hier ein echtes Ziel. Wir machen uns auf den Weg.
We just move early. I mean, that counterbanner is so fast. Fire like 3 rounds and move. Honestly, what I might do is like not really try and push too aggressively on the spawns here because I feel like I'm just going to get more leopards killed. So what we'll do instead is I'll bring over a leader that can start to contest further to the right. Oh, one of the Jaegers died. I was just looking at that, I didn't realise they were low. Nice.
Fertig, LFK geladen. Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Marschpause.
Achtet auf die Abstände, Männer. Verstanden. Aufführen. Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt. Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Fahrer, langsam vorwärts machen. Feind vernichtet. Ah, es hat mich erwischt. Verdammt, es hat dran. Auf, drüber.
Let's just fall that back so the Jaegers can get some more kills here. I'm pretty sure they're getting very low on the amount of tanks they have left.
Sie Feind vernichtet.
Verstanden. Sind unterwegs. Ende. Taktische Feuerunterstützung bereit.
Ein guter Aufklärer ist ein Marsch. Warten Sie auf unsere Flanken.
Geben Sie uns einfach einen Befehl.
We won't risk that. Let's just fall back.
Die Artillerie verleiht der feindlichen Klopperei etwas Würde.
Sammeln, Befehlsausgabe. Sehen wir uns hier um. Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium!
Oh, the Unimog died. I want to try and avoid that in future.
Sind wird gestorben. Bleibt die Munition, verdammt.
A lot of tanks coming in here. I guess I do actually have quite a lot of the standard T-55s.
Schloterzug Eilmarsch, zack, zack. Der ist hinüber. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Brauchen Sie ein, sehen wir uns hier um.
Let's move up a fresh focus. I see we're going to move this one up here as well. I just want to make sure that nothing's coming out the backside of this town. We would probably spot it with this one,
Hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
but it is a risk.
Aufspüren und vernichten.
Treibstoff, Ersatzteile, Munition.
Just keep hitting these with mortar fire, I suppose. We'll just hit the supply there, actually.
Ah, es hat mich erwischt, verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Feindnähe sind Feuer. Gut, nichts wie los. Die Befehle sind eindeutig. Bewegung.
We've got a mix of 1A1s
Was sind Ihre Befehle?
and 2A3s now. Looking beautiful.
Hier irgendwo einsickern?
Feindnähe sind Feuer. Neue Befehle.
Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört!
Feuerbereit.
Feind vernichtet.
They put a leader on the left side. Okay, we'll just bring up Iltisführung so I can sit there.
Radiocheck, verschossen. Keine Volltreffer! Achtung, Marsch! Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken. Panzer einsatzbereit.
Right, that's risky, to say the least.
Achtung.
Right, let's at least push through with the Leopard 1A1s at the same time.
Radiocheck, höre Sie klar und deutlich. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind
Bereit.
Oh, we didn't move those after they fired.
Wir stehen unter starkem Beschuss.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze.
Ah, just as I look away, that 2A3 got popped.
Wir wurden aufgeklärt.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze. Stuttgart, was sind Ihre Befehle? Bravo 1, hier
Okay, we're still losing these 2A3s over time.
Zu Ihren Diensten.
Felt like of all of the things I would be losing in this battle, it wouldn't be 2A3s, it would be 1A5s, but just when you get those 1A5s side shot, they really don't last very long. Not compared to Abrams, at least.
Auf Empfang. Angriffsformation. Verschossen. Wir wurden getroffen. Ihm ist ausgefallen.
One of the most difficult things is getting recon into the right position without it dying.
Er ist hinüber.
Die Befehle sind eindeutig. Bewegung. Sperrstand aufgebraucht. Ausweichen. Befehlsstelle bereit.
Right, that's another great target.
Overkill gibt's nicht.
Scheiße, Vater!
Gefecht ausweichen! Anhalten, wir warten hier. 9 Einsatzraum.
It's almost like this game, the most efficient unit has in fact been the Jaegers.
Ruhe, erhört! Bravo 1!
Männer, mir nach! Den hat's erwischt.
Panzer einsatzbereit! Rückwärts, Marsch!
Die Munition ist
Alpha an alle! Funküberprüfung, kommen!
an alle Einheiten. Feind gerichtet.
Infanterie bereit!
We just got snuck up on by a
Ausweichen!
100mm AT gun, didn't we?
Verstanden! Aufspüren und vernichten! Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt! Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Überprüft Waffen und Munition!
An alle Einheiten. Feind gerichtet. Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele. Sie brauchen einen Versorgungspunkt. Immer Blick gen Osten.
Radiocheck! Höre Sie klar und deutlich! Jederzeit Gefecht! Melde Zug zur Stelle!
Yeah, I'm just letting them creep up on me. I don't have the recon next to them. That's just my bad. Let's make sure that moves, because it's going to probably die otherwise.
Was sind Ihre Befehle? Volltreffer, Kampfvisier! Feuer, selbstständig eröffnen!
Come on, you got to hit that shot.
Weit rückwärts!
There it is.
Fahrer, langsam rückwärts machen! Bravo 1, hier Bravo! Feind gesichtet!
Look at these AT guns all coming together. Ridiculous.
Verstanden! Aufspüren und vernichten! Was
Yeah,
sind
all of
Ihre
these are back
Befehle?
online.
Klar zum Gefecht, wir rollen! Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium!
Feind nähert sich Feuerposition.
Dran, bleibt die Mut. Und noch eine Leichen. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt!
Feuerunterstützung bereit.
Marsch, Marsch!
My infantry here overextending a lot.
Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Fahrer, langsam rückwärts machen!
Don't do that.
Halten!
Leave my Leopard 2A3 alone!
Zielgebiet zerstört.
What is that shot? He's barely even aiming.
Sammeln.
Revet just cleaning me out there, that's rough. I'm actually getting low on leopards here.
Gute Arbeit, Wegse- Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
That's ridiculous.
Sperrbestand aufgebaut.
Well, apologies for my poor performance in this one, because, yeah, it's been pretty awful.
Drauf, drüber.
I'm gonna need some supply for these Jaegers. I don't know how I'm gonna get it there.
Geschossen, verdammt! Erschossen. Feinde der Spanier.
Befehlsstelle bereit.
Alpha an rückwärts.
We'll just back ourselves out of more 1A5s. 1A1, sorry. I guess that's one thing I could have been doing the whole time, is just like anytime I have like a Leopard 2A3, just have it backed up by like two 1A1s anytime. And there's like an AT gun, then at least we have overwhelming firepower.
Feind selbstständig bekämpfen. Erschossen. Radiocheck! Höre Sie klar und deutlich! Feind im Vorfeld. Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört! Fahrer, dort müssen wir... Was sind Ihre Befehle?
Okay, well,
Bruder Kommandant!
got more men on the way. I don't know how I'm going to get into this. I could potentially bring over some of these Jaegers, actually.
Zur Marschinformation aufgehen. Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze!
Versorgung kann eingeleitet werden.
And a few extra kills here and there, but
Sally!
Oh, here goes another rocket artillery. Where's that going? It's going for my Jaegers. Well, they captured... of course. They captured the Unimog with the Flora and then ran away just afterwards. Ridiculous.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Dran, drauf, rüber.
Sehen wir uns hier um. Ja, gib mir Morphium! Gib mir Morphium! Transportkommando bereit.
You can see the RM-70 there.
Feind gesichtet.
I don't know if mortaring that's going to really work too well, but we can try.
Wir brauchen einen Versorgungspunkt. Ist es dort Vollgas voraus?
5. Kompanie bereit.
Okay, on this right-hand side, we're going to push through with the Jaegers.
Dran, zur Marschinformation.
And then we'll follow up with the 1A1s and the 2A3s. Try and get the leader into this right sector. We've only got 19 minutes remaining though, so it may be a case of just playing it out. Ridiculous.
Erreichen demnächst Auslaufpunkt.
Hochbruch A, aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken. Bravo 1, Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung.
Halt! Abhocken und Beobachtungszeit. Ja, Hauptmann.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze. Überprüft Waffen und Munition. Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Eckert. Bravo 1, ihr Fahrer. Langsam rückwärts mal. Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze.
Just keep up the fire. Kill off as many of those as we can.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze. Sammeln, Befehlsausgabe. Fahrer, langsam rückwärts mal.
Oh, we got to be careful. I think what's happening, actually, now I see it, is some of the tanks are facing like this AT gun, for example, and then it's causing shots to come in from the side and hit them really hard. Alright, let's stop running forwards to the Jaegers. They're just gonna get killed. Still a lot of stuff there. Like now it's got to the point where it's just AT guns everywhere. It's just a bit tedious to push in.
Dran, drauf, drüber.
How am I going to stop this leader?
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit.
Ein guter Aufklärer ist
Don't know if I can. We can maybe try and push up on the left a little bit. If I could control the left side of the town, that would be fantastic.
Panzer einsatzbereit. Gebot getroffen. Ihm ist ausgefallen.
Don't really have the supply to fix them up though.
Unsere Feuerkraft.
Nachschub ist schon unterwegs.
Stellung halten. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
Feind im Nahbereich.
Oh, actually, I've still got spare supply further back. Okay, that's good. That's really good.
5. Kompanie. Auf geht's. Heiße Socken sind garantiert.
Speer zur Stelle.
Klar zum Gefecht. KI Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen.
I thought I told both of them to go back, or at least that one to stop, but nope. They got side shot. Yep. This is the problem. Because those AT guns, especially like if it's a Conkers, it doesn't mess about, and neither does the Bastion on the Rapido.
Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an. Kommandant.
We end up having to play like so static because every time we push forwards we're just getting side shot.
Nachschub ist schon unterwegs.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
And at this point, we're in a bit of a predicament because we're not even gaining conquest points. So I have to push forwards on the left here somehow, or at least try and kill off or find an arty, their leader, one way or another. A lot of my mortars are out of ammo as well. That doesn't help. Right, there's the leader. We're going to have to focus down these infantry.
Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Feind vernichtet. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung. Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten. Ruhe, erhören.
Wir sind ganz ohr.
Gebt mir
Quite the
Morphium!
infantry engagement there, actually. There's a lot of forces in play.
Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört. Neue Befehle?
Hier, Alpha!
Gute Arbeit, Kriegsschütze.
Wohl auf! Es hat mich im Arm! Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanke! Melde Bravo 1, hier Bravo! Feind hier! Gute Arbeit, Kriegsschütze! Es hat mich erwischt! Verdammt! Es hat mich erwischt! Bravo 1, hier Bravo! Feind gesichtet!
I'm just going to try and finish off some of these units.
Zentrale Schütze! Und Munitionäre in Bereitschaft!
So we found an area where we could push. The Jaguar is still doing a good job here, actually. Taking out T-55s for us as they push in. Ooh, that's a bit sketchy though for the Jaegers.
Dran, drauf, Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium!
Achtung, Feind im Nahen Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört.
Okay, not so bad. Alright, let's get the 1A1s up.
Keine Munition mehr!
Maybe not too far, because those AT guns will kill 1A1s very easily.
Gute Arbeit, Kriegsschütze! Panzer einsatzbereit!
Geräuschdisziplin.
So I'm kind of trying to work out ways I can push in here. Is this leader getting into here would be the way to do it. Maybe we play from the bottom side. Instead of just pushing across where we don't have much good line of sight, bring all the tanks down here and push up like so.
Einmarsch, zack, zack! Sammeln, Befehlsausgabe!
Yeah, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to use my mortars because I don't want to like waste supply on giving them fuel. Unfortunately, in this version that I'm playing on, I can't turn off fuel in the supply trucks. In the actual current version of the game, you can, so it's not so much a problem. Okay, since we have points to spare, what we'll do is we'll bring up a wave of Jaegers that can push ahead of us into this tree line. That way, if there's AT guns in play, we should be fine. But yeah, the reason I want to kind of speed things up right now is because at +2, we're probably not going to be able to get a total victory. We're not going to be able to get a total victory from morale. So I might as well try and do it from conquest points. A lot of 2A3s have died this day. It's unfortunate. Look how much damage those do. So accurate as well. Oh, this is a bit sketchy.
Wir wurden getroffen.
I wanted them to come from the left. Fingers crossed. They won't bump into anything coming down the hill there.
Neue Befehle?
Speer zur Stelle.
Try and get these looks into position here.
Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und
Pull
sein
back
Gewehr
that
an.
Jaeger because it's really low on health.
Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad? Gute Arbeit, recht verstanden. Sind unterwegs. Ende.
Getting these Unimogs into there is actually important because that Jaguar is doing so much damage.
Abgesessene Kampf. Wir sind hier Löwe. Melde Marsch. Ende.
Alright, so we're just spreading them out. If you want to know how to do the formation like that, basically you just hold them and then hold right click and drag and it will set out the formation the way you want it.
Hier Löwe. Melde Halt. Hier bleiben.
Let's just unload these
Abgesessene Kampfweise.
and off we go.
Marsch, Marsch.
Alright. We're basically advancing onto contact. We do have recon,
Feind
Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft?
but the AT guns are relatively well concealed, so
Wohlhauptmann.
a good chance they're going to fire at my Jaegers before I even spot them with recon. And my recon is also armored, which means if I want to like advance forwards, the recon will get killed first by the AT gun, whereas at least the Jaegers can kind of tank it to the face a little bit.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze. Bruder Kommandant.
immer Blick den Osten.
Sally.
Okay, looks already gone down. That's what would happen if I'd moved them on their own. Happened anyway, unfortunately, but
Bruder Kommandant. Ara, langsam rückwärts los. Gebt mir Morphium. Geht zu Ihrer Verfügung, Kommandant. Bravo 1, Wohlhauptmann. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt. Schon rückwärts, Marsch.
I have to be kind of careful here.
Achtung!
Bewegung.
I just need my Jaegers to get into machine gun range.
Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium!
Volltreffer. Ziel
We
zerstört.
kind of kicked the hornet's nest a little bit by putting a leader in here.
Der ist hinüber. Ein guter Aufklärer ist.
Achtet auf die Abstände, Männer. Wir schaffen es nicht. Sally. Ladungsgefecht. KI-Laden.
Alrighty, well, what have I got left to bring over here? Because a lot of stuff moving my way.
Dran, Lauf, drüber. Holen Sie das Fernglas. Ausrücken, aber Wasser bleiben.
Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt. Formationsaufgehen.
Wir sind ganz ohr. Ausweichen.
Honestly, it might get to the point where
Achtung!
it might get to the point where we just win by conquest because they're pushing towards us now.
Feind gesichtet.
Dran, Lauf, neue Aufträge. Gute Arbeit.
What a crazy battle.
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
Feind gesichtet.
Jederzeit gefechtsbereit. Hier Alpha, kampfbereit. Sally.
Geben Sie uns einfach einen Befehl.
Ara, langsam, Wohlhauptmann. Bravo 1, hier Bravo, zu Ihrer Verrückten. Und zum Feind. Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze.
That is a ridiculous number of misses.
Radio-Check, höre Sie klar und deutlich. Ara, langsam rückwärts fahren.
Neue Befehl. Holen Sie das
Okay, well at least we kind of
Bravo 1,
held them off there.
Feind gesichtet.
At this rate, we'll probably get a total victory if we can kind of avoid killing too much more stuff, which kind of sounds silly, but it would be good if we could.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
I have a feeling though that 5 more points might find its way into our crosshairs.
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Brauchen Sie Panzerabwehr-Lenkraketen?
All of these units are so low now.
Verstanden.
This supply is not really going to do the job.
Sollen wir mit? Verstanden. Geben Sie uns einfach einen Befehl.
Feind. Alpha an alle Radarschützer. Es hat mich erwischt, verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Rückwärts Marsch, Front zum Feind.
Sie brauchen einen Versorgungspunkt. Sie wünschen, Hauptmann?
How quickly these just get drained.
Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich. 9, Einsatzraum. Zu Ihrem Dienst. Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich. Oculus Exercitus. Bewegung, Männer.
3 minutes without killing anything. Can it be done? Nope. The Leopard 183 took the shot. Alrighty, well, that is a major victory after all that, which is still good because we still killed loads of stuff. But yeah, losing what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leopards is probably maybe the most heavy tanks I've lost in a long time. But a huge battle, and went pretty well. Unfortunately, the Aufklärungs battalion can't initiate an attack. What we'll do though is put them ahead of the Jaeger battalion here, and we'll bring up the Panzergrenadier battalion. There's a good chance that the 1st Battalion of the Modschützen Regiment 42 might attack. Let's try and get our rocket artillery further up. We'll move up the artillery here as well. Those are just so far behind. Move that as far as I can. Don't know if I want to push the Panzergrenadier battalion that far up. Like at the moment, what might happen is they might attack the Aufklärungs battalion or one of these two, and then we'll back it up with the Aufklärungs. But if I have the Panzergrenadier battalion further up and I can't reinforce it, then that's a problem. So we'll move them up to the point where they can be useful, and we'll have the Pioneer battalion hang out with them just in case. But that looks like basically everything done. We'll just shift them all the way to the edge of the map. That's fine. That way I know that I don't want to use them. We've got a couple of Pioneer battalions further back here that we can move up. There's really too far I can go with them. We'll just have that one zoom all the way up there. This Pioneer battalion can sit behind the 4th Battalion of the 67th. Okay. Well, that is it for now. In the next episode, what I'm going to do is we'll take a good look at the casualties. We'll see how far we've come in 3 turns. And then I'll click the end turn button and we'll be dealing with any defense that is, any attacks that are thrown at us in defense. So we'll see. We'll see. It's looking pretty good for us, though, across the front line, generally speaking. I'm a bit worried about the north after that battle. But we do have plenty more panzers on the way. So, yeah, well, we should be fine. We should be fine. Like, there's no need to worry. That's it for now, though. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.